I am ready for clarity in my life. Yes! I am ready to align my life with my soul purpose. Yes! I am ready to take action now. Yes! I'm a bright, accomplished businesswoman. I know how to make money. I know how to grow a business. But when this happened, it was a huge and painful wake-up call that I needed to pick up my own purple crayon and begin to draw a plan so that I could start to live my own best authentic life. So tonight, I'm going to share with you some simple, proven, highly effective tools to help you begin to understand how to unleash your yes. You'll walk away knowing how to stop living your life just going through the motions, and you'll begin to see what's possible for you and your life without sacrificing yourself. I help professionals who are unhappy in their career, feel stuck in their job, and maybe they've been doing it a long time. Maybe they're great at it, they make a lot of money, but they hate it. They're going through the motions every day, they feel hollow. I help them discover their true life purpose and identify the specific next steps they need to take to align their life with what they really came here to do so they can finally have peace, clarity, and direction. Here's the story about the 5-year-old twin boys. One who was a pessimist and one who was an optimist. Their parents couldn't understand how two kids who were so alike were also so different. And so they took them to a psychiatrist. The psychiatrist took the pessimistic twin into a room piled high with brand new toys, expecting the boy to be thrilled. But instead he walked in and he looked around and he burst into tears. And the psychiatrist said, "What's wrong? Don't you want to play with the toys?" And the little boy looked up and said, "Well, yeah, but I know if I do, I'm just going to break them." Next, the psychiatrist took the optimistic twin into a different room, piled high with horse manure. The little boy walked in, he looked around, he looked up, back up again, and he ran to the top of the pile and he started shoveling the manure gleefully over each shoulder. And the psychiatrist said, "What on earth are you doing?" The little boy stood up, put his hands on his hips, and he said, "Well, I figure with all this horse poo, there's got to be a pony in here somewhere." In my presentation or talk, which I primarily call Unleash Your Yes and Step Into Your Extraordinary Life, I like to have people ask themselves 3 specific questions to begin to get their life on track and on purpose. The first one I have them ask themselves is, where am I? And the next one is, what is my true life purpose and why should I care? And then finally after that, it's what actions can I take? What can I do now to begin to put my purpose into action? So I won the Pony Award for being tenacious and optimistic. I won the Pony Award for securing $5.5 million in incremental revenue. But the reason I share this story with you is not just so you know how the Pony Award got its name, but to have you ask yourself, which twin do I identify with? Which twin do I identify with? Some of you may think you know, and others of you may not be sure, like you identify a little bit with both. But I'll bet even if you think you know, more will be revealed to you by considering these next 3 questions. The first question you need to ask yourself is, where am I? When you ask yourself that question, what's your answer? Some of you might say, I am stuck. I feel lost, I have a lot of anxiety and even depression. I know I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing, but I don't know how to figure it out, or where to go, or how to start. Others of you may say, I am ready. I just need some specific steps. I just need a plan. And it'd be really great to have some one-on-one support during the process. And still others of you may have tried really, really hard to avoid answering the question at all. And instead, you may have found yourselves drinking too much, eating too much, possibly having trouble sleeping, or just withdrawing altogether because it takes everything you have just to get through the day. I became a published author for the first time in March, and it's called Ready to Fly, and my chapter happens to be the first one. I talk about my childhood, I talk about not having the greatest family life and going into corporate America, having a dream and a clear picture, having that dream sort of fall apart, and then, oh geez, trying to figure out, well, what am I supposed to do now? Why should you care about your soul purpose? Why should you care? And the answer is because when you align your life with your true life purpose, that's when the good stuff shows up. Success, happiness, abundance. It is possible to have your work make a difference in the world, to love what you do and earn a good living doing it. It's possible for each and every one of us. Fear can give you a lot of insight into what you came here to do. Often the things that we're afraid of, the things we'd rather avoid, are things that we absolutely should do, and that they are intertwined with experiences and people that we're here to help. And what I encourage you to do is put it somewhere you'll see it every day. The positive ones, on your rear view, on your speedometer, where you put makeup on. You keep those new positive affirmations alive. So I want you to turn to each other and go, I'm in. Excellent.